Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ruelas infidelity exposed on House of Villains. Star Teresa Giudice's marriage to Luis Ruelas is once again in the spotlight. One of her House of Villains co-stars made the shocking allegation that Teresa's husband of only 2 years has already cheated on her. New Jersey vs. New York on House of Villains. Season 15 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey is up in the air after a disastrous Season 14. Amid her job being in jeopardy, Teresa Giudice left home to film Season 2 of the E! Network's House of Villains. Season 1 featured love-to-hate reality TV stars like Vanderpump Rules' Jax Taylor, celebrity apprentice alum, and former White House aide Omarosa Manigault Newman, and reality show vet Tiffany New York Pollard. Tiffany Pollard returns for Season 2, and this time, she's up against 90 Day Fiancé's Larissa Lama, Survivor OG Richard Hatch, and more reality villains. The super tease ahead of the October season premiere revealed a showdown between New York and RHLNJ star Teresa Giudice. Viewers will finally saw the full version of the explosive fight on a recent episode. Things haven't been going well between Teresa Giudice and Tiffany Pollard so far on House of Villains. Teresa was put on the hit list in a recent episode because Pollard wanted their shared room to herself. Bachelor Nation's Victoria Larson stirred up more drama between the two by telling Pollard that the RHLNJ star was going to put her on the hit list next and hoped she would be eliminated. In a tense confrontation, Tiffany Pollard made a shocking accusation about Teresa Giudice's husband, Luis Ruelas. He sent his wife a huge bouquet with hundreds of flowers a few days before the argument. You know why Luis really sent those roses? Because he's guilty, ***. He's been F-ing around, and each one of those roses represent how many times he cheated on your **** since you've been in here. Tiffany Pollard screamed at Teresa Giudice. The RHLNJ shot back by calling the flavor of love alum disgusting. A source close to Teresa Giudice explained the true meaning of the flowers to People magazine. Louis actually sent Teresa 333 roses, which is symbolic for her because she correlates those numbers to her late mother. Louis knew that amount of roses would move her, and it did, and he wanted to comfort her because she was away and was homesick. When the Real Housewives of New Jersey cameras wrapped last season, Teresa Giudice probably thought her marriage to Luis Ruelas had survived the gossip storms, at least for now. But reality television has a nasty habit of dragging skeletons out of closets, and this time it didn't happen on Bravo's turf. Instead, the bombshell dropped under the bright lights of House of Villains, the cutthroat reality competition series where TV's most notorious personalities are pitted against each other for money, power, and ultimate bragging rights. For Teresa, it was supposed to be a fun, supportive venture. Her new husband had been cast to bring RHLNJ-style drama to the show. Neither of them could have predicted that the biggest twist wouldn't come from a challenge, but from a scandalous confession that sent the entire house reeling. The setup: Luis' villainous debut. Luis entered House of Villains with the smooth charm that had captivated Teresa in the first place. He wasn't afraid to brag about his lavish lifestyle, his deep love for his wife, and the fact that he could out-strategize anyone in the game. Fellow contestants saw him as a wild card, a man equally capable of winning alliances or turning on them without blinking. But behind the cocky grin, there was a tension in Luis' eyes during confessionals. Producers later admitted they could feel there was a bigger story brewing, but they didn't expect it to break so soon. The night everything changed. Midway through filming, the cast had a villains-only after-party in the game room, a place notorious for unfiltered talk after drinks start flowing. One of Luis' co-stars, a reality TV veteran with zero fear of confrontation, decided to press him about his relationship. "You act like you're the perfect husband," she teased, "but men like you always have something to hide." Luis smirked, trying to deflect. "No skeletons here, sweetheart." But the instigator wasn't letting go. Come on, Luis. We've all heard the whispers. Trips to Miami without Teresa. Private dinners with a mystery brunette. You know the cameras are rolling, right? It was meant to get under his skin, but what happened next blindsided everyone. Luis leaned back, exhaled, and said, almost casually, yeah, I made mistakes. Let's just say temptation is real in Miami, and I'm not proud of what the house. The room fell silent. Contestants looked at each other wide-eyed. A producer's voice crackled over the intercom, asking Luis to repeat what he just said, this time on the official interview couch. Under the hot lights of the confessional booth, Luis gave more detail than anyone expected. There was someone, he admitted. It wasn't serious, but it was wrong. I was in Miami for business. We had a few drinks. One thing led to another. Teresa didn't know. I've been carrying it around, hoping it wouldn't come out. But maybe I needed to say it. Maybe I'm not the man I pretend to be. Those words were like gasoline on social media once the episode aired months later. Teresa learns the truth, on camera. What House of Villains viewers didn't realize was that Teresa had been invited to the set later in the season for a surprise loved one's visit. Producers timed her arrival perfectly, right after Luis' confession episode was filmed, but before the contestants were allowed to see how it would play out in editing. In a tense scene that will go down in reality TV history, a producer pulled Teresa aside under the guise of a quick interview. They rolled footage of Luis' drunken admission on a monitor in front of her. Teresa's reaction was instant. Her eyes widened, her lips parted, and her hands began to tremble. Are you kidding me right now? She demanded, glaring at the crew. This is what you bring me here for. You blindsided me on national TV. The fury built quickly. I left RAONJ this season defending him against everyone. My brother, my friends, and this is what he was doing. She stormed into the main house, cameras following, as contestants scrambled to get out of the way. The confrontation. Luis was in the kitchen when Teresa found him. The moment he saw her face, the color drained from his. Try, I can explain. No, you can't. She cut him off. You can't explain cheating. You can't explain lying to my face every single day since Miami. You embarrassed me, you embarrassed my family, and now you embarrassed me in front of the whole world. Luis tried the damage control route. It was before we were married. It meant nothing. Before we were married? Teresa shot back. We were engaged. That's supposed to mean something, Luis. Her voice cracked, not just with anger, but with the sting of betrayal. Do you know how many people warned me about you? How many people told me you were too good to be true? I defended you like an idiot, and now you proved them right. Fallout in the game, and at home. Luis didn't leave House of Villains immediately, but the energy shifted. Former allies kept their distance, wary of being caught in the storm. His once boastful interviews turned defensive and short. Social media clips of Teresa's confrontation went viral before the season even finished airing. Back in New Jersey, Bravo fans speculated nonstop about whether Teresa would leave him. She stayed uncharacteristically quiet online, which only fueled rumors of a separation. When the reunion for House of Villains taped, both Luis and Teresa were invited. Insiders say the tension was thick, with Teresa refusing to sit next to him and firing off one sharp liner after another whenever his name came up. Teresa's new reality. By the time the finale aired, it was clear Teresa wasn't rushing into forgiveness. In her own post-show interview, she didn't mince words. I've been through enough in my life to know when someone's not good for me. I thought Luis was my forever. Now I'm rethinking everything. If you can betray me before the wedding, what's stopping you after? Luis, for his part, issued a vague apology on social media, calling the incident a mistake I regret deeply and asking for privacy as they work through things. But fans weren't buying it, and neither, it seems, was Teresa. The bigger picture. This scandal is more than just tabloid fodder. For Bravo viewers, it's another chapter in Teresa's long, turbulent romantic history, one where loyalty is tested and trust is fragile. For House of Villains, it was ratings gold, delivering one of the most talked about reality TV moments of the year.